This video is brought to you by JSK.com. We're one of the largest tool retail companies in Canada's capital region. If you want to buy any tools you see in this video, please come to our store or visit our website. More detail in the video description. We finally received this. This is what I've been waiting for ever since I unboxed or kind of reviewed the Milwaukee 30-degree framing nailer. This is the DeWalt counterpart. They've been making or selling this for a long time. I looked up in our system. The first one we ever sold is around like June of 2014. So this nail gun has been around for at least 6 years, or actually probably 7 years. And I don't really think they did any major changes to it since the model number is still the same, which is the DCN 692B. And as I said, we finally got it after months of waiting because ever since the pandemic, DeWalt stopped giving us ETAs on our orders and everything basically. So we have to just wait. It used to take sometimes 3 to 4 weeks before the pandemic. Now it's like 3 to 4 months. But anyway, let's take a look at this tool. It's a simple box. The one I got here is the bare tool version. There is a M1, which is the DCN 692 M1, which comes with 1 battery and a charger. We have plenty of batteries here, so I'm not gonna open that up. And from what I can tell on the spec sheet, this tool is basically identical, like spec-wise, to the Milwaukee one. Other than it is a little bit lighter. I think this is 6 pounds compared with 9.6, which, as I said in the last video about the Milwaukee nail gun, that it is super heavy. But this one is supposed to be lighter, I guess. I think they work in different ways because from what I can feel and tell, the Milwaukee option works in use kind of like a spring tensioning system. It wind up the spring after you hit the trigger. But I think this is the traditional rotating hammer hitting the nail type of mechanism. Okay, so here we go. Here's the box. Now it's empty. There's another paper, I don't know, like a box type of thing in there. Oh god. This is still pretty heavy. Okay. Yeah, this is still pretty heavy. Compared to the Milwaukee one, maybe it's a bit lighter. But again, if you're gonna do this all day, it's pretty heavy. Okay, let's just remove all the templates and things. 30-degree framing nailer. Use 30-degree paper-coated stick framing nails only. Okay. Like for 2-inch nails, you can use the slower speed, which is the efficiency mode. And then for anything longer than 2 inches, like 2 3/8, 3 inches, 3 1/4, and 3 1/2, you will need to use power mode, which is 2. So where's the dial then? Okay, so it's in a, okay, it's pretty hidden. It's right underneath here. There's a switch. I can switch between 1 and 2. Oh, okay, so it swings out. Okay, so here's the rafter hook. It's a different way of doing rafter hook. I don't know why DeWalt decided to make their own wheels, because it's definitely not a common rafter hook that I find on a normal, like a Milwaukee tool. And then yeah, here's the speed like this: 1, 2, or super stiff. And then you have bump fire and single fire. Yeah, just like all the other nail guns. The rafter hook does make the tool a bit awkward to handle though, because it kind of presses on your wrist. But I guess you can turn it to the other side, like here, and then it's not going to interfere with anything. I guess the one good thing with this kind of swivel design is that you can put the rafter hook on the other side of the tool. Not that I can use it because the magazine kind of blocks the way, but you still can. Yeah, rafter hook, dry fire lockout. So yeah, it has the basic like safety mechanism. So if there's no nails in the magazine, it won't fire. It will keep like a few reserve inside the magazine instead of fire it all the way to the end. Okay, yeah, that's to release jam. So here's another indicator, like an LED light at the front. So it'll light up whenever there's a nail jam, and then you just hit the lever, and then supposedly it'll release the nails. And yeah, I guess that's the shoe. And here is where you can, here's where you can adjust the depth of the nails that you want to sink in. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna put on the battery and give it a try, but here I have the 5 amp hour battery, just for the reference, if anyone curious. Put in, and then, so once you have the nails in, yeah, you can start ramping up the motor. yeah, it's definitely a different, like this is definitely using a different mechanism than the Milwaukee one because it sounds different. Yeah. And then now we're at number 2, which is the power mode. Let's hear number 1. Yeah, number 1 is a lot slower. And then right now we're in bump fire mode. Let's put it to single fire. So in single fire, it shouldn't spin up the motor when I hit the trigger. It's the other way around. You have to push the gun to the material first. So now, yeah, it's not going to do anything. If I have something here, it will spin up the motor. There's nothing in the magazine there, so don't panic. Oh, okay, so it won't do it. I have to. Oh, it's pretty hard actually. Yeah. So this is a typical like single fire mode. Now I guess let's put some nails in and see how it works. So this is and this is some 3 1/4 nails. Put it in. Okay. So now this is one thing that I guess I prefer the Milwaukee a bit more. So it's not a auto-loading magazine. You have to, I guess, pull it back or something to, yes. Oh, okay. So it's a different mechanism. So you pull this all the way down and it locks at the bottom. Now you put in the nails. And it locks. Okay, so now I don't hate this too much. It's just a different way of doing it. I think it's, I guess based on user preference, to me it's almost the same. Okay, so let's shoot some nails. Okay, since we're in single fire mode, I have to do this first. And okay, works pretty well. Nails are all the way through, even poked into the table a little bit, but yeah. Let's try it this way. Okay, so it is a bit lighter. I can kind of feel that. A bit lighter than the Milwaukee one, but still it's pretty heavy. I guess with the battery-powered nail gun, it's kind of inevitable. Yeah, it works really well. No, I don't really want to test, I guess I can test the rapid fire mode, but it's kind of scary. I need a new piece of wood. This is almost done. Okay, so I'm doing this sitting down. It's probably the least ergonomic way of doing this, but I'm wearing eye protection, so probably it's fine. But yeah, I have to sit down or else I'll be out of the frame, which is kind of awkward. But yeah, so now we're in power mode, so 2, and rapid fire mode. So if I hold on the trigger, it will ramp up, and oh crap, why is it jumping so much? Okay, I think it's slower. I think this is slower than the Milwaukee one. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely slower than the Milwaukee one. Yep, there's no doubt about it. So, I don't want to give a conclusion too early, but this does feel a bit slower and a bit lighter. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. Next time, hopefully we have enough time to do a full-on comparison. But yeah, if you want to see that video, stay tuned. And if you want to buy any tools you see in this video, like this DeWalt nail gun or that Milwaukee one or whatever you see in the background, I guess if you want to buy a nail gun, then you can't wait. Just wait for another few weeks until we publish that video. But if you want to buy any tools you see in this video, you can go to our website at jessica.com, or you can come to our store. You can also find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. I'll see you next time. Bye.